Guys, coming to you from the world famous Stub Cycles in beautiful Houston, Texas. And today we are showing some love to the Honda CB500. Guys, for a lot of you, right after getting your motorcycle endorsement, this will be the first motorcycle that you buy. Honda sells a ton of these, and for a very good reason. It's a great bike, it's amazing looking, and by all accounts, it gets down the road a lot better than it has any right to. It's got a great looking TFT screen. Let's go ahead and get her on the road and see what she is like to ride. And before I get too far down the road, I've got to send a huge shout out to Hunter, Tommy, and the rest of the crew over at Stub Cycles for allowing me the opportunity to throw a leg over this machine and bring it to you. And I've been looking forward to riding this bike because, look, I get it. I ride a lot of very high performance bikes. Been riding motorcycles for a long time. Track days and all that other kind of good stuff. But a back to basics, first bike kind of bike. It reminds you of how much fun it is to ride a motorcycle. And that youthful exuberance, you're just getting your license, your first taste of freedom on a motorcycle that can easily keep up with traffic, blends in beautifully, not any kind of a slow poke, if you will. You're not going to be intimidated by keeping up with the flow on any kind of motorway. This is that first bike to get you into that spirit, the motorcycling world that you just got yourself into. Oh, what a neat machine to spend some time with. It's not too often that I get to, and I get to relive a little bit of what it was like for me personally so many years ago. You know, the first time I was out on the highway, the first time I ever took my first road trip. You know, this is the kind of motorcycle that I would have found myself on. And, well, I gotta be honest, this is so much better than anything I rode that many years ago. Just cruising down the motorway here in 6th gear, highway speeds, pulling on the throttle. This machine's got plenty of power on demand. Speaking of power, we're working with about 45, 47 horsepower with this bike. And just at first glance, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's certainly plenty to keep up the traffic and overtake if you need to. It's very stable going down the highway at highway speeds. The suspension, very compliant as you would expect. Very upright in the seating position, gives you a great commanding view of everything around you. Surprisingly amount of punch in 6th gear, just going to overtake these trucks here. Certainly not overwhelming, but absolutely fit for the task of getting you down the highway, ushering you along to wherever you need to go. Keep in mind, it's got plenty of get on the highway for the type of bike that it is. With my frame being so upright, I'm just shy of 6 feet tall and weighing in at about 210 pounds in gear. Even with me ruining the aerodynamic profile of this machine, it's getting along just fine. So this bike does not have a quick shifter or auto blipper. It's got cable actuated throttle, but the throttle response is pretty good, and it allows for very easy blip downshifts. The gear shifter itself feels nice and silky. Overall, guys, a great runabout. And again, getting back to my specs, with an inseam of 32 inches, I'm pretty much almost flat foot as I'm sitting here at this stop site. So very easy to manage. This bike doesn't weigh too much. Low seat height makes it feel even lighter. The brakes feel great. Everything about this bike is entry-level commuter, entry-level usher you into motorcycle spec, if you will. This 270-degree parallel twin, nice and torquey. All the power is available everywhere in the rev range. This bike doesn't feel like it really wants to rev out, but you wouldn't expect it to. Entry-level bike that will still get onto the highway pretty briskly. And there we go, guys. Just as easy as you can be for an entry-level style motorcycle. I gotta say, it's really good. With a price point right around $6,700, this bike offers up pretty decent amount of performance. And again, with my weight and my profile, this motorcycle going down the highway at highway speeds with plenty of power on reserve. Overall, great value in an awesome first bike to start your journey. Especially if you're looking for a machine that you're primarily going to be rocking in town. You don't want to spend a ton of money, but you want plenty of power to still be entertaining. This is fun. Here's the other fun part about a bike like this. You always are in the throttle with this machine. So in that respect, it can be a bit more entertaining than a bit more of a larger, heavier, more powerful bike. Because as you would expect, this motorcycle is very placeable, very flickable. Very much what you would want if the primary riding environment is going to be more urban. And again, getting back to that power delivery, 4,500 RPM, twist of the throttle, and she'll pick up speed pretty good. You know, one of the things about a bike like this is if you can have fun with a bike that is really geared more towards being an urban commuter, I think that is going to define a lot of how you go about your journey through motorcycles. Not to get all philosophical here as I'm riding the CB500, but I know a lot of times guys will watch videos and they're really more impressed by performance specifications, and all of that is cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that is the sexy part of motorcycles, the big horsepower, the handling, what have you, but it's bikes like this that you'll find that you miss. And the reason why I say that is because it will never be new again. You might get a new bike, but the experience of riding a motorcycle won't necessarily be new. It'll just be a different experience. Bikes like this give you that first taste of freedom, that first taste of adventure, that, man, it's really hard to replicate that. And so that's why I like bikes like this so much, and I get excited when I see guys riding them, because you can kind of get a bit of a barometer for where somebody is in their motorcycle experience, in their motorcycle journey with the type of bikes that they're on. See a younger person riding a bike like this, you know they're just getting kicked off, and that's always cool. But you see an older person riding bikes like this, and you go, oh yeah, I get it. That's their urban hot rod. That's their urban runabout. And so it's fun for kids of all ages. Speaking of which, I talked about that MSF class. Let's get this bike back here to the MSF course. Play around with it a little bit. Extremely placeable and flickable, as you would imagine. Here in our favorite little S-turn. Oh yeah, we could go through that a lot quicker. How much fun is that? So much fun just getting a bike like this around a little course like this. And then once you get a chance to exercise your skill set, what a good, fun first bike, guys. Oh. This is the kind of motorcycle that you'll end up missing. That first experience on a motorcycle, that first time to get out and ride, this is what that represents for so many folks. And I'm glad I got a chance to bring it to you. Show this kind of bike a little bit of love. And if you're thinking about getting your first street bike, your first motorcycle that'll keep up with traffic on the motorways, looks good, rides good, this is the one to get, guys. Back to basics, totally fun. What more could you ask for? But with that, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.